Welcome to PressPlae.tumblr.com. I'm your host, Lizzie B. And today we're at the grand opening of the Norfolk Amtrak station. Let's take a look.
Today we're cutting the ribbon on our light rail station. It's been a couple of years in the making, and gives passengers an opportunity to come in out of the element and wait for their train, but more importantly, give visitors somewhere to come in and wait for their rides as well.
Paul Fillion, I'm the project manager for the passenger rail intercity project, and what we've been working on the last year was a brand new building for train service, for Norfolk service, and basically designed and built a 3,500 square foot train station to accommodate the Amtrak patrons. What this does is it offers opportunity for visitors to Norfolk to come in here and enjoy the city and enjoy the region with business and pleasure. It also offers a lot of connectivity that we haven't had, I should say choices and connectivity that we haven't had in the region since 1977, where we now have direct rail service to the Northeast Corridor in the same seat all the way to Boston if you choose. The speakers we had today were obviously our Mayor Paul Frame from the city of Norfolk, and we had council members attend. We also had Thelma Drake, who was instrumental in helping us with our service. Thelma is the director of Department of Rail and Public Transportation. The investment with the building is coming from the city of Norfolk. Obviously Norfolk Southern, where we're using their active Lampert's Point line, and without those partnerships we wouldn't be able to stand here today and talk about the service.
Welcome to PressPlae.tumblr.com. I'm your host, Lizzie B. And right now we're at Norfolk's first ever Food Truck Rodeo, which will feature the food trucks that were permitted through the lottery system to vend in downtown Norfolk. Let's take a look.
What is exactly going on out here?
Five food trucks and I believe 6 push carts have been chosen through a lottery system to be able to vendor in downtown Norfolk.
Nice.
The mobile vendors. So this is kind of like the initial, even though they had a food truck hump day last week, I think this is the presentation of the ones that have just, been accepted through the city, through the lottery system. So it's kind of a big deal in Norfolk. They've been trying for a while now to get this going. So I think it's cool.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. We all know how much I love VA.
I think this is great. All the food trucks out here. Grab a little burger, sit down on a bench. Awesome. Norfolk, who's doing it? You are. That's it.
Today is an amazing day. It's almost monumentous for food trucks to be able to come down here and just park like we are right now. But it's also an opportunity to create relationships for food trucks. If you're down here just to collect $1 as a food truck, this is not going to work. You have to be here for our first year to work on the relationship. And I think if we can create the relationship, we can show that we're adding vibrancy and we're adding to the community rather than pulling away from the community. And I think the restaurant association, some of the restaurants down here really need to see that this is going to work. Twisted Sisters Cupcakes in the Sugar Shack Cafe. We're 2 trucks plus a cafe in Virginia Beach. We do bring food with us as well as sweets. We do vegan, vegetarian. It's all fresh. We make our own sauces, spreads. Today we did things like black and blues, which are blue cheese and roast beef, and we also did things like couscous.
Find you all.
You can find us at www.twistedsisterscupcakes.com or on our Facebook page. And when you become a fan on Facebook, you will actually get a free cupcake if you go to the section that says welcome. Click on it, become a fan, get a free cupcake, come try us out on me.
Yo, so watch that.
This is Hot Gumbo Brass Band. We're out of Norfolk, Virginia. We go to Norfolk State University. We're music students. You can find us downtown Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? Norfolk, we on Granby Street, Monticello. Hot Gumbo is pretty much like saying we're taking bits and pieces from everywhere, put it all together, and this is what you have. And boy, this sound tastes good, man.
to PressPlae.tumblr.com. I'm your host, Lizzie B. And right now I'm in front of the Naro Cinema located on Plae Avenue, getting more information about the Clarence Foundation. The Naro is currently in the process of converting to digital format, but need $80,000 to do so. Let's go inside.
Theater when it was originally built, and then Robert Levine took it over in the mid-60s and changed the name of it to Naro because he had a bunch of theaters in this area. He named all the theaters after his parents, Nathan and Rose, so that's how we got the name Naro. This one was kind of built as a B movie theater. It's a neighborhood theater. Now, we took it over in '77.
Okay.
And so we've been running now for nearly 36 years. Documentaries, foreign films, cult films, Rocky Horror every other Friday basically. This is 35mm film here. That's what goes in these machines. It'll play it on this reel, on this projector for about an hour, and then it switches over to that projector without you even knowing it when you're watching the movie. But they're going to quit making this because it's cost prohibitive for them to make it. Previous years they were making tens of thousands of them every week. Now they're just making maybe just less than 1,000 a week. You know, because these projectors are so expensive, and it's really too much for us to make the outlay for, we have started up the Clarence Foundation, which we had about 12 years ago. Every year at Christmas we show It's a Wonderful Life. That movie, Jimmy Stewart plays George Bailey, who wants to commit suicide because everything's going bad for him, and he's saved by his guardian angel, who is Clarence. So we named it after Clarence, the guardian angel from It's a Wonderful Life. We'll appreciate when they do it, and there'll be the peace of mind knowing that this will continue to be a movie theater well into the 21st century. Because really 12 years ago when we did the last one, it was very close to becoming a dollar store. We're on the web at www.narocinema.com. We do have an e-list where we update. We can send emails out to everybody, let them know what's coming up in the following week. And also on our website is a link there on how to help the Naro through the Clarence Foundation. No amount's too small, and there's no amount too big. Well, we thank you very much for coming here and for letting me show you around the Naro Cinema, and thanks to PressPlae.tumblr.com.
Welcome to PressPlae.tumblr.com. I'm your host, Lizzie B. And today we are at the Handsome Biscuit, a local brunch spot known for their homemade biscuits. Let's go inside.
I don't believe you're ready for this. Are you ready for this? We'd like to capture your minds right now. Take care of
Sorry, I'm between the Jordy and the hot bagel.
And I'm the co-owner of the Handsome Biscuit, and it's a little breakfast lunch joint that specializes in sweet potato biscuits, and we're just having a lot of fun kind of reinventing the diner. The inspiration is that we just feel that there needs to be more offerings in the food area that offer a better value. We started the Handsome Biscuit because we wanted good food for a good price, and we wanted something that people could really crave and rally behind, and we felt like biscuits were a good Southern staple. The theme or how we come up with the names is just kind of like what it inspires us. Really, we just pick the things that kind of like sound classic and true. We're looking to build a biscuit, looking for whatever creates like great balance between acid and the sweet and the sour and all of those components, and looking to make sure that there's something about it that's got, you know, good punch, and something about it that's got like a really rich sensation as well. We opened 4 months ago, and it's been just kind of like non-stop from the weekend we opened. We didn't tell anybody, we just kind of unlocked the door and see what happens, and it just kind of exploded before us, and we've been working to keep up ever since. We're open Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we're looking to expand those hours. We're going to be doing dinner in the fall, and find out more information about that at handsomebiscuit.com.
They even have cool straws. Now we'll be taking over Ricky's drink. Mine. Welcome to PressPlae.tumblr.com. I'm your host, Lizzie B. And today we are at the Birch Bar, a bar that specializes in craft, artisan, and European beers and cheeses. Let's go inside.
Birch is a craft beer bar that specializes in European craft beer, but we have our tagline is we specialize in crazy, hard to say, hard to pronounce, may not find them anywhere else beers. And one of the big things we pride ourselves on is the service, because if you've got a question, you know, we're going to try and help you through it. If you like this kind of beer, we're going to find you something that you're going to like. We have around here is very interesting because it's a little bit of everyone. It's a younger crowd that's looking for something a little bit better than, you know, the average beer, or it's an older crowd who's looking for like an alternative to a wine bar. It's also really cool because it's a place that younger kids will bring their parents. And I opened it up 2.5 years ago. We just kind of had this passion for craft beer. We grew up in Virginia Beach. Because it's kind of alternative, we're actually in the middle of forming a Chelsea business district, which is actually what this area is called. So we're trying to kind of create an area that more businesses might want to come down and be into. We're trying to have like a food truck initiative, so food trucks can come park down here if they want, kind of make it a new alternative spot. We do Beer Education Wednesdays. Send out an email, and then you come in and try the beer. So there's no lecture, you just read about it and then come in and try it. We do beer and cheese pairings on Friday. The other thing we specialize in are gourmet cheeses. Every quarter we do a 43 hours of festival. We're open 43 hours in a week, and so we focus on one type of beer for an entire week that we're open. Next week we're doing Be United, 43 hours of Be United. It's an importer that we get a lot of our European beers from. In September we do it focusing on sour beers, all dedicated to sour beers, which are kind of a new thing in the craft beer movement. The cellar at the Birch is a special program where you can buy a membership and then you can store bottles in a special cooler. You get your name in the book, and then we write down all the beers that you have. And about once every quarter we do a special tasting where people can bring special bottles they may have gotten when they traveled, so that we don't get here, or you can open up things out of your cellar for everyone to taste. And so the Birch is at 1231 West Olney Road. We're in West End, Chelsea neighborhood, and the website is thebirchbar.com.